Hello everyone. Today I'm sharing with you guys a recipe that is very close to my heart. As you can see here, I have some leftover dumplings, also known as momos. Momos are extremely popular Nepalese street food and is very near and dear to every Nepali person. So today I'm sharing with you guys my recipe of modifying leftover dumplings. Alright, so let's dive right into the recipe for modifying your leftover dumplings and making it even tastier. So as you can see, I have around 10 pieces of leftover steamed chicken dumplings. I have taken half of an onion chopped, some jalapeno. You can also take green chilies if you have them, one tomato, spring onions chopped, two cloves of garlic finely chopped. I've taken some Szechuan pepper. It is also known as timur, and I've taken some lime juice. So the first step here is to slightly fry the dumplings. So for that, I'm heating up oil in a non-stick pan and making sure that the oil spreads evenly on the pan. Now I will be adding in the dumplings one by one into the hot oil. We'll let the momos fry for around 2 to 3 minutes and keep checking if they get burned on the downside. Now, while our momos are frying, I'll quickly heat up a pan and add the tomatoes into it to get cooked. I added some oil into it and then I added the canned tomatoes. I took canned tomato. You can just take fresh tomatoes if you have them. I also added some puree that was there in the canned tomato so that it has some juice in it. Now, while looking back to the dumplings, make sure that you're flipping them and checking them so that they do not burn. We want a golden brown color on all sides of our dumpling. Once they're golden brown, we will turn the flame off and set them aside. So here I'm flipping all the dumplings one by one so they are fried on all sides and leave a beautiful golden brown color. Alright, so all my dumplings look good, a beautiful golden brown color. Now I'll just turn the flame off and set them aside. So back to our tomatoes, we want to crust them and cook them until they're properly cooked. You can add around 2 tablespoons of water to make sure that it's not all dry. I'm taking another pan and heating up some oil in it. We need to make sure that this oil is extremely hot and we add in some turmeric towards the end of it. And we turn the flame off. Now all our prep has been done. All that's left to do is mix everything together. So I'm adding the momos one by one into the plate and I will be adding all other ingredients thereafter. And please make sure that you do this mixing process in a big bowl. It was extremely difficult for me to mix everything in a flat plate. So I'm adding in all the ingredients, chopped onions, jalapeno. If you have green chilies, please replace that with green chilies. I didn't have them, so I just used jalapeno. And the chopped garlic, spring onions, I will add them towards the end. Uh, the tomato puree kind of thing that we made earlier. And the hot oil. Now make sure if you're adding in any spices, you add it before you add the hot oil into the mix. I added cumin powder after I added the hot oil into the mixture, but it's actually good to add all your spices first and then pour the hot oil on top of the spice. That leaves really good flavor and makes it really tasty. So yeah, trying to grab all the leftover oil on the pan. And now I'm adding in some cumin. If you like cumin, that again enhances the flavor of the food. If you don't have it and if you don't like it, then it's fine to skip it. And lastly, I'm adding some salt. As the momos are already salted, make sure that you're careful while you're adding the salt and you do not add too much of it. I'm also adding some red chili powder because I'm a big fan of spicy food, especially when it comes to momos. And now finally I'm ready to add the spring onions and mix everything together. So here I tried to, oh yeah, and also don't forget to add your Szechuan pepper if you have them. It really enhances the food, flavor of the food. And also add in some lemon juice or freshly squeezed lemon or lime, whatever you have. Make sure everything is mixed well and coated with our fried momos completely. I failed miserably at mixing it with spoon and even with the tongs. It's actually best if you just mix it with your hands. So I finally went ahead and started mixing it with my clean hands. That's how it's traditionally done. So you just wanna wash your hand and just mix it with your hand. But be careful because the oil can be on the hotter side. So just be careful that you don't burn your hands. And also please mix it in a bowl rather than a plate because that was very difficult. So after all the mixing is done, mix it properly, coat every spice and the tomato on top of the momos, and we're finally done. And I served it in a bowl this time, finally, and that's how it looks. Hope you guys like this video.